Howdy, gamers. Welcome to the Small Member Squad podcast. I'm your host, Egg Platinum. We also got Young Left here.
What to do, pussies? How's it going?
We got a kind of small crew today because Luke doesn't respond in the group chat anymore when he can record the
Like,
podcast.
dude,
And Tanner's only going to be here
Luke's a
every
lost
other
cause.
weekend. Yep.
Yeah.
And that's something I've noticed a
It-
lot with Luke,
Hmm.
fortunately.
Yeah.
Like he'll
Yeah.
get like a bunch of aspiration for something and then he'll just stop.
Yeah. That
Hey,
is true.
look at though. We got this now.
You
A nice
true
green screen
enough.
that
Yeah.
is just has a ton of wrinkles in it right now. You know what I can do with this? Pretty much anything I want. So,
It
I
is
figured out
true.
do we want to go into details with our idea planning for the video?
We can go into a bit. We shouldn't disclose too much, but we can talk about it a bit.
Okay,
I think.
so here I'll try not to give away too much, but also describe enough that
Mhm.
Zach knows what I'm talking about. So you know how we were talking about how we had to go and we had to go to this place for like the a location in the video, but obviously we couldn't record there. Well,
Yeah.
we can just record like ambient background and then just green screen it in.
True. Yeah. We have some spicy ideas brewing. Let me be perfectly
Mm-hmm.
honest. Like,
Like,
we're gonna be
okay,
fucking gaming when the
so
summer
I
comes.
haven't experimented with this green screen at all. There's still something else that I need to do that um I plan on I have to stop at the store and pick up some more PVC because that's what the whole thing is made out of that's holding it up. Um and for next weekend, or I guess this when this releases this upcoming Saturday, I'll have the green screen up on the new platform where it'll be nice and tight. Where I'll be doing a 24-hour live
Nice.
stream.
True. You guys should all make sure to check that shit out because Austin's a great streamer. As great as I am, Austin's pretty much the exact same. But we play different genres of games.
Zach plays a lot of like he'll play solo games where it's like platforming, and I almost never stream solo. I almost never play solo.
Yeah. Yeah, you see, but I think that shit's fun. Like just playing a game on stream, like for the
hmm
first time.
So
Interesting.
something I do anticipate with the 24-hour stream is I know that there's going to be downtime where
Hmm.
there's like nobody in chat, and I have a plan for that this time. That's when I'll play the single player games, the story immersive games.
Hell yeah. What are you gonna? I mean, you had a list or whatever. I know you talked about
Yeah,
it on
hold
Twitter
on.
before.
I have a list on my phone of a bunch of games. I have it like I have I, because I calendar everything. I
Mm,
have Google Calendar event marked for my 24-hour live stream, and in the notes
mm.
for that I have the games.
Nice.
So I got uh we're gonna be recording the podcast during the stream.
That's
Why
true. So
not?
if you guys
Why
want to
not
see,
edit it as well?
true. If you guys want to see the live version of the podcast, make sure you
Yeah,
check out next week Austin's stream. It's pretty
yeah.
cool.
Where if anyone slips up and says their town name like like the last few episodes, people just
Like
dossing
literally
us.
every episode we've done. I don't
Oh
know
man.
why that keeps happening. Maybe we
Well,
should say something to our guests.
I was gonna say maybe it's because we don't tell them.
Yeah, true. Could you
But some of
imagine
the
telling your
games,
guests shit though? Yeah,
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 dude,
go on.
or like warning, giving people a heads up as to who they're gonna be talking to. Like so last week we had Daycatcher on and I had absolutely no heads up at all. Like I didn't even know the man's name until he was introduced for the podcast. Like I
Hey,
joined the
dude,
Discord
it's
call with them and we're all just sort of like, "Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? All right, we ready to
shout
start
out,
this? Let's go."
yeah, shout out to James, man. He's a real one. That was a great
That's
episode
actually
too.
I usually listen to music during while recording the podcast, just like on my
Mm.
streaming PC, so it doesn't get picked up by the recording. And yeah, I'm listening to his music right now. Just some chill shit to
Hey,
listen
dude,
to.
it's bangers. You guys should all check it out. It was in the description of last week's episode, so
Yeah, or
yeah, we'll
Daycatcher on
definitely get him
everything.
on again.
Yeah.
Mr.
Um,
Daycatcher. He's the
but
real one, dude.
some of the things I had planned for the 24-hour stream is podcast, both recording and editing. I'm not going to render it out. Basically, I'm just going to edit it all and then just save the project,
I was
and
just
then I'll
that'd
come
be
back the
so
next
much
day.
for your fucking PC.
Yeah, to game while
Like you're
it's
already running
rendering
at
out.
24 hours, and then the bitch is just rendering. Wee! Your CPU is just fucking cranked.
You just
Yeah.
whoosh.
In case you guys
um
don't know, Austin's PC, whenever he renders the podcast, literally just like sounds like a jet engine, bro. Because he has two
the no,
giant
actually
fans
now
in
it
there.
doesn't. Now it doesn't sound like that
Okay.
anymore. Because what I
Damn.
found out is the AMD Wraith Prism cooler, the one that comes with
Oh
stock
yeah.
Ryzen CPUs, it's loud.
Yeah, they are.
It's it's good. It'll keep your temps low, but it's loud. And then I upgraded to a Noctua cooler, and that is it's keeping my rig nice and cool and quiet. Dope as hell.
Eh, I like it when you render it, you just look at your fucking task manager and your
Yeah,
CPU's at like 90%.
so I got the NZXT H500i case, and it came with their little NZXT cam that goes in. It's like a monitor and fan controller, and
Yeah.
so I have that software on, and it shows me my CPU usage, and I'll be like while editing the podcast and whatever, it'll be low. It'll be like around 20 or whatever, and then and then I'll hit the render button and the GPU usage will go all the way down and the CPU usage just goes just all the way up. The meter's like a speedometer too, so it's like filling up like you're getting faster as well. But my
That's pretty
temps
funny.
stay nice and cool.
Nice. Dude, that's like what I like about PCs. Is like your flex is like how cool you can keep your PC with all games and shit. Like, how well's your airflow in that bad boy?
That's actually so one of the things I was considering recently, I mean not like doing it recently, but like thinking about doing it in the future, is
Am I gonna do case?
swapping out my case for one that can have more fans. One of my biggest complaints about the H500 and 500 or 510 is that there's no front there's no front top fan mount.
Yep.
It's
It's
just
just
there's
the
nothing
one
there.
up there.
There's
Yeah.
nothing there. It's just blank, and it's just a big ass piece of aluminum or steel or whatever they use to
Yeah,
construct
well,
it.
they got the one fan mount up there that you could fucking
Yeah,
use,
they
but
have one on the top, two on the front, and one on the
and then
back.
one in the back. Yeah.
Oh, and the
It's
back
really
is only 120.
Yep. Yeah, it
So
can't
that's
be any
I think
bigger.
that's normal.
It is.
But like I was thinking like maybe Fractal Design case or Corsair.
One of the you thinking one of the are you thinking glass on both sides? Like hey, get real fancy with
No.
it, make sure your fucking
No.
cable's real
Mm-mm.
fucking nice.
Nope. I'm lazy with that shit. Like
Dude,
I'll make the front of it nice and clean, but the back of it, it's just too
Do
much
you
work.
not actually fucking like organize your cables in the back? Because I
I
do.
mean,
I
I
make
do
sure all mine are
somewhat.
neat and shit. Okay.
Mine are somewhat like they're tucked in nice and neat, so like the panel isn't bulging out at all.
Well, yeah,
But
yeah.
like, there's not really like I don't have power supply pins going together and then forking off or anything like that.
Oh, yeah, I have all my shit like everything that I can have strapped up. I'm fucking getting it together, all nice and neat, organized and shit. That's what I. But that's because when I worked at Ironside, that's what we had to do. Since I did it for our fucking gear, I just like got in the habit of fucking making everything look super, and it
Hmm.
just looks super nice by the end of it too.
You know something that I want to do with my PC for like upgrades to the looks of it
Uh,
is I was thinking about switching out the power supply cables for like some ones that are like
Modular ones, yeah, colored ones
individual
and shit.
sleeved. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta get combs then for it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
combs are a
but it
fucking
looks
pain.
dope as hell.
Oh, they're so nice. Yeah, you just gotta make sure you pull those bitches tight and have enough combs for everything as well.
Dude, I love building PCs, and I like having a PC for each like a purpose, a PC for a purpose. So like I have my streaming PC, and that's really only used for streaming, and I have my gaming
Yep.
PC, which is used for gaming, editing, and uh, my schoolwork. And then also, whenever I travel, I unplug my big ass PC and I carry it around with me. And
Oh yeah.
what I want to do, though it'd be too much money and I really shouldn't do it, is I want to do like a build in like a Node 202 case or something. The Node
Dude,
202
just get
case is
a
like the size of an Xbox One original.
eh, dude, just get a the smaller version of your case. The fucking
No,
H10.
that's
What do you?
they get even smaller than that because that's a really big ITX case.
Yeah, I know, but that case is so nice to build in.
But
It's
then I'd run into
actually
the
way
same
better.
things that like mine where I have that it's just
Yeah, you have
wasted
the one
space.
fan up top, and then the fucking. It's fine.
um,
Look, it's a great case. I fuck with it a lot. And if I was
have
ever
you
to
ever
build an
seen
RTX, it would be in that case.
the Velka 3 case?
I think so. Yeah.
That case is wicked tiny. I want to say it's around the size of a banana,
Oh yeah.
like the height of a banana.
Imagine
Yeah,
building in
yeah,
that.
it's about the size of a banana, and it can fit
Nice.
not a full a mini GPU. But the only thing that stops me is that apparently the power supply is really weak and really loud.
Oh fuck that then. Nah, that's cringe.
Yeah, that's the
If I
only
s-
thing that stopped me.
Nah, fuck that. Like that's cool and all, but there gets to a point where shit's too small.
Uh huh.
Like
Hmm. Like I don't want to be stuck to this really shitty power supply, like a
yeah.
slim factor power supply, because those are really shitty and they fail a lot.
hmm That's why I suggested the fucking smaller version of your case. Get that
Hmm.
mini version.
It's nice. Though the thing about the Node 202 to because I know actually someone that built in that, one of my old coworkers. Um, it has that can fit a SFF power supply, small form factor power supply.
Yeah.
Um, just it just uses like an extension cable. So that's another reason why I'm like, maybe that one. And it can fit a full GPU.
And I mean, fuck it, man. You could fit a 2080 in a that H small one.
Yeah.
We at Ironside we had there was a fucking we had one of those cases and we had vinyl wrapped it and shit and like pink and it was like a vaporwave like themed one. It was like
Hmm.
sick as fuck. It was amazing. The problem with it though was we didn't leave like venting for like the fucking air holes and shit. So the fans weren't really pushing the fucking air out, and the GPU was just getting hot as fuck because it was like early model 2080. So the fucking
Hell
GPU was
yeah.
just at like fucking 90 degrees. I'm like, oh shit. I mean, I'm probably gonna stop testing for a bit, and
Yeah. Figure out what the hell is going on here.
like, fuck that. Yeah, that shit happened all the time, dude. Like, dude. Let me tell you about the worst PC I've ever fucking worked on in my life. This motherfucker went all out with this fucking build. Like he spent like a fuck ton of money. He got like I'm like probably saying like a 9900X or no. I remembered he got a Threadripper. He got a Threadripper with
Oh,
two
fuck yeah.
2080s and all that shit was water
Damn.
cooled as well. So he had a custom built loop and shit. And I remember when we got that PC in there, we were gonna go turn it on and shit. Like I filled it up, pumps were running great and everything. Go to turn it on, doesn't turn on. It's nothing. So then we gotta go and fucking drain the whole fucking thing.
Mm.
It took so long for us to like get that bitch to fucking work. And that motherfucker was just using it for like Minecraft or some shit. Anyway,
No! Just use it for
I'm
Minecraft!
like, oh yeah.
No!
I'm like, I'm like, you got a Threadripper with two fucking cards. One of the cards isn't even gonna be used during Minecraft because of fucking how the games ran. You won't even get the performance out of the fucking second card.
Hell yeah. Oh my god.
Dude, we used to get
Oh,
people like that all the time at like Ironside and shit. It was so fucking cringe. Oh my god, man.
I mean my streaming PC has like the GPU is a little bit overpowered for what it is, but that's just because that's a hand-me-down GPU. So,
I mean, yeah,
yeah.
you had it on deck, so
Uh-huh.
why not fucking use it?
Though if I do have to say one thing, I regret buying the Seahawk GPU. I do not like having
Yeah.
that water cooling bit because if I didn't
Well, it's
do
because of
that,
your
if
case.
I
Your case just doesn't support them that well.
it's funny because like the case is made for custom loops.
Yeah, but look, I'm gonna be honest. Wait, which case are you talking about? You're talking about the H500, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's made. Where the fuck does that say made for custom loops?
I thought it
No,
said it
it does have
was
the
like
drainage thing in
designed.
the front. It does have a fucking nice drainage thing in the front, but every fucking case comes with that. Actually, there's one case in particular that I really fucking liked. It
Yeah.
was oh fuck. I don't remember what it was some titan it was like one of the fucking nicer ones that we had on Ironside. It was this nice huge fucking case, like all iron. It was a heavy motherfucker too. And in the front for water cooled systems, it came pre-built into it a fucking drainage tube with a fucking tube and cap and shit
Damn.
already on there and shit.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm like, that's sick as fuck.
Hell yeah. Dude, so the same friend that built in the Node 202 would bring his PC into work all the time. Like
Mhm.
every occasionally on a Saturday he'd bring it in and he would like drain it and refill it at work like on the desk in front of everyone. And then he'd get pissed when there's a lot of customers so he isn't able to like work on his PC. I'm like, come on, man. Got shit to do.
Yeah. No, dude, that shit takes a while too, like draining it. Trust me, I had a fucking
Mm-hmm.
custom built loop, and that bitch fucking draining it was a motherfucker. I don't know, like you only have to do it like every 6 months, but still, just doing it, you gotta make sure everything's out of it, everything's out of the fucking radiator. You gotta
Gotta do
run clear water through it through to
you gotta
fucking
do
make sure
glass
all.
tubing.
That's what I had. That shit was nice. Fuck
Mm-hmm.
the soft tubing. Soft tubing only
Yeah.
looks like shit.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Yeah,
gonna
that's
fucking get a
that's what
custom loop.
my coworker, old coworker, always did the soft tubing.
Uh, uh,
I was like,
uh.
Brad, why? And he's like, well, because it looks all gunky after a few months. I'm like, that's because the stuff you use eats away at the inside of the plastic. You gotta
Yeah.
use glass tubes.
That's why you gotta use the glass tube, dude. That shit's so hard to like bend and shit, like get that shit specific.
Oh
Shout out to all the
no, I
people that do
think
that shit.
something. Yeah, shout out to the people that do that. That's I don't think that's what I would do though. I think I would just do the fittings. Like I think you could get it to look pretty clean if you did like you like painted the fittings before you put them in.
Oh yeah, yeah. We used to do that shit at Ironside. Those were called our coal mine PCs. Like we had custom fittings and shit, and like
Mm-hmm.
we would either use like a specific color on the newer one, or like we'd have like, yeah, it's just lit.
I just look at my PC and it's completely filled because of the CPU cooler. It's one of like the big ass dual fan ones. I'm like,
Yeah, dude, it's
hey, you
just
take
vibing.
that out and it's just empty inside the case.
It's true though, dude. As soon as
uh,
like, I can't wait for you to have to like you upgrade. I don't know if you're gonna ever upgrade it to another cooler or some shit. But let's say you do get like water cooling or like an all-in-one or some shit. Where the fuck would you put that in your other fucking PC?
I I actually
With-
I would not be able to do that in my current PC. I would have to get a new case
yeah.
because of the radiator on the GPU.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Unless, wait, no, I can. What I could do if I did that is I could use one radiator for both the CPU and the GPU. Just one big one in the front. Because another
That'd be
problem
so
that I have
scuffed.
is that I can't like the top fan. I can't put anything other
Mm.
than the fan there because of the CPU cooler.
I was gonna say because of the fucking dude. That shit was always the biggest pain. If we ever had to like replace those fans and there was a huge fucking cooler in the way as well. Fuck, man. Like if we had to go install air fans or some shit. It's like fuck my
hmm
hands, bro.
yeah, yeah, because it's just too much work to take it out.
Yeah. Oh, it
Just so
sucks,
much
man.
work.
That's
Um,
fucking sucks.
so it was kind of funny. So my streaming PC, I built on stream,
It's true.
and it was funny because like halfway in, I went to go and screw something down, and I was like, "Where the fuck are the screws at?" Because I got my case secondhand from that coworker that built inside the Node 202 case, and I couldn't find
Oh,
any
oh
screws.
no.
So
Did he not give you the screws?
I he said he did, but what I did and what I thought what I eventually figured out is that when I got home with the case originally, because I it's the Cooler Master Q300L, and
Yeah.
that case is only available in black. But because
Yep.
of the rest of my setup, I wanted it in white, so I painted it white with spray paint. And
Yikes.
yeah, I took the screws out and put them somewhere so I could paint it.
Oh.
And I was thinking, I'm like, I was in the middle of the stream. I was messaging him, like, I was like, hey, I don't know where the screws are, and he's like, I gave them to you. I'm like, I don't know, I don't see them anywhere. And and eventually I thought, I'm like, wait, okay, so I had screws that were related to computer. Where did I put all my computer stuff? In my cabinet. I walked over and I opened up my cabinet and I opened up my GPU box, which is where I keep all of my extra computer stuff, and
Yeah.
they were in there. So I was able to
Hell
finish
yeah.
building it.
Nice, dude.
Something else though. Oh, punch my microphone. Did you see? Did you see XQC build his PC on stream?
His most recent one?
Um,
It's like
I don't.
3080 card or
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think no 3090. I think.
yeah.
Yeah, where
Yeah,
he
yeah. I
just
watched a bit
fucked
of
it
it.
up.
Wait, he fucked it up? I didn't see that part. I only watched the
He
beginning.
just didn't know what he was doing.
Hmm.
And the entire time, people were like, message Linus," and he just didn't. And Linus was like, in Linus like before all of this, XQC messaged me and he was like, "Hey, you want to do some sort of like uh PC building thing?" And Linus was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna send you like a big. I don't have the capacity to do a big PC build like what I did the Creeper PC for Felix. Um, but if you want to do like a collab something, I'd be down to do that. Or if you have any questions, feel free to message me." And
Yeah.
then XQC went and built it and didn't know what he was doing. Took him way longer, and I think he ended up getting a new case, like sending the case back and getting a new one.
Bruh.
So Linus did a video on it because he offered the help, and XQC didn't ask for help.
That's funny. I'm gonna have to watch that video. I don't watch very many tech videos, but Linus has some fucking bangers.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't normally watch reaction videos about other people doing stuff like
yeah.
Linus reacting to XQC building PC, or this person reacting to this person doing this thing, or building this particular thing. I'm like it. But this video is actually interesting to watch because I know about computer building.
You know what? You know what also is a very funny video to watch about computer building? I think it was like Vice's like how to build a gaming PC or some shit. And it was like this dude that had like a nasty ass PC, like some like good ass shit. And he was just giving all the wrong tip. Oh yeah, it's nice right. Get that raise energy, brother. Can we actually take a second to talk about Raise Energy? Raise Energy is a great energy drink that you guys should all check out and are sponsors of this podcast. If you guys do go check out their
The
website, you use code small member, you get 15% off, and it helps us out. So maybe you can check them out. They got a lot of weightlifting stuff, pretty fucking pog energy drinks that are fucking delicious, zero sugar. Dude, that's fucking sick. You guys should always check them out and use code
energy in a
small
can.
member. That I don't think that's their slogan.
It's
Maybe
not their
we should come
slogan,
up with
but
one for it.
I'm pretty sure they already have a
We should come up with one
slogan.
for the podcast.
Slogo.
Yeah, I mean probably slogo, but it would be funnier if we had like one for raise energy.
We
You'll
should
get
come
your
up with a
wiener
slogan
sucked if
for
you
small members squad.
Dude, actually, I might talk about this now, but I'm gonna fucking message Daycatcher to see if we can get a nice intro for our podcast.
Oh yeah, like a
Nice
little
little
jingle, like a little
yeah, a little
5 to 10
like,
second
thing we
thing.
can play at the beginning.
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
see.
we
We'll
don't.
see.
Uh,
Don't want to promise
yeah.
anything.
I wanna look. Kinda, he's a homie of mine, so maybe if you guys check his shit out, probably fucking do it.
Oh
Anyway,
yeah,
we
something
got any
else
topics
dope.
today?
Something else dope. Um, so I told you about how I had my camera with my the problem with my DSLR camera and streaming is that the battery only lasts like 2 hours, right?
Yeah.
So a bunch of people are like, oh, why don't you just like get an adapter to plug it directly into the wall? And I'm like, well, I can't do that because on the tripod the thing gets blocked, so you can't like fit a cord through. Um, but I got a bunch of lighting trying to figure out how to light this green screen, and a bunch of them came with these. The little adapter,
Little
it goes
clamps.
from like the camera mount to another camera mount, but this one is like free moving.
Yeah, you can put. Yeah, as I say, you can put like a cord. Yeah.
But in my case, it just works as an extension. So
Yeah.
it extends it up so I can actually fit a cord in. And for my 24-hour live stream, my DSLR camera will be going 24 hours as well.
Oh, did you buy an adapter? Nice.
Yeah, coming in
Hell
on
yeah, dude.
Monday.
Nice, dude. That's fucking epic. You should all watch
Hell
that.
yeah.
I'll be hosting it. I don't think I'll be streaming that day, so.
No, no
You don't know
stream
the
from
attention,
Young Left
man.
SSBM.
Maybe. I don't know yet. Maybe I'll stream. We'll see how I
Oh,
feel.
by the way, you guys should check out his twitter.com/ Young Left SSBM.
Sure. You guys, actually,
I
I got a
still love
quick
that.
thing
Yeah.
we can talk about my Twitter. Something that happened to me earlier this week. I entered a melee tournament. Not enter, like, not thinking of anything, I just was like, fuck it, I haven't entered one in a while. Let's fucking enter. Let's see how well I do. And, I fucking win my round one by a DQ. Woo, we fucking take those. Fuck
Wait,
yeah.
wait, how do you get DQ'd?
It was auto timed, so like literally as soon as I hit check in, if the dude doesn't hit check in within the 8 minutes that the time gives you, it just DQs him.
So he just didn't
Funny,
show up?
yeah, he showed up later. He was just late for the first round, and I had already played the second round, so we couldn't go back and like redo it and shit. So I just got away with a free fucking yoinked
Oh
it.
yeah. So was it
Anyway,
like a round robin tournament?
no, it was a
Or was it like
bracket,
bracket?
like a bracket. Yeah,
He just got
double elite
eliminated because he
bracket.
didn't show up.
No, he got sent to losers bracket, and funny enough, we almost had to play each other. Luckily, the dude that uh I uh I lost to beat him, but I just kept. I went on a fucking tear. I ended up getting fourth place, which is probably one of my highest placings in a melee tournament in a while, and especially like an online event where like there were some pretty decent players. I fucked them up, man. Gave them the fucking Jigglypuff hands, and it felt good. It made me more confident again, and made me want to play the game more. So I'll
Oh
be entering
yeah.
more events.
Oh yeah. I can't wait till in person comes back.
Oh my god! Also, Keanu called me the funniest thing. So
Mm-hmm.
Keanu said I was the best thing. Actually, you're gonna have to bleep this out, but this is just gonna be funny for you.
Oh, hold on. What time is it?
9.
34 minutes. All right. You
9.
go ahead.
Anyway, he said I was the best thing to come out of the Wisconsin next to Tim. I was like, hey man, you're kinda right though. You're kinda right. I mean, kinda nasty at Smash, man. I was like, that's such a compliment too. I'm like, oh, okay.
Hell yeah.
Like I see you. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
all
sick, dude.
right.
I'll be
Well,
honest.
we got some comments. Oh, my brother is playing Pokemon Uranium right now. Let's go. Go Pokemon Uranium. Um, he
Hell
also
yeah.
said, "Bro, what I want." Wait, what? Bro, what I wanna be Tanner's kid? They got the newest phone with unlimited Tanner. Bro, what? I wanna be Tanner's kid. They get the newest phone with
That's what I'm
unlimited
saying.
data. Punctuation, dude, it
I'd wanna.
matters. Let's eat grandma.
I'd also want to be. Let's eat grandma. Yeah, I'd love to fucking be Tanner's kid as well.
Yeah, newest. Mm, oh, it just says newest
Not for the
phone.
newest iPhone, just for like Tanner, just to be my dad.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah, he's a pretty
dude,
good father.
I have to give a fucking speech now. I'm not ready.
It's true.
Uh,
True.
okay. We also got WDYM. Tobey Maguire sucked for Spider-Man.
Ban him. Tobey Maguire
Sorry,
is
real
the
search,
best
you
fucking
gotta go. You're
Spider-Man.
not welcomed here anymore.
Look, dude, it's because look, you couldn't see the. Oh my god, my fucking camera makes me look like I'm a fucking short man. Jesus Christ, guys! Trust me, I'm 6'3". I'm the tallest one in the group. Um.
Are you 6'3"?
Anyway, yeah, close. Some shit like that. I don't fucking actually know. But anyway,
We're all around the same
you had to
height.
like, yeah. Except for Tanner. Tanner's kind of short. But you had to grow up with like that Spider-Man because like having
uh,
the Tom Holland ones and the fucking other ones. Yeah, obviously looking back on it, it's gonna fucking suck. But like watching it
mhm.
like in its prime, it
Dude,
was like
okay,
it's the
so hold
coolest
on
shit
one thing
ever.
real quick. I in the second Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movie, there's one point where he lost his powers and it's like a montage of him living a normal life and how good it is. And at one point they it's in beat with the song Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head. And at one point they have to extend the montage so it ends when the song ends. So what they decide to do is in the middle of the last like clip, they just do a freeze frame in the middle of it. Like they don't do at the end of the clip freeze frame and then fade out. No,
No,
they
it's just in the
freeze
middle.
frame and then continue and then fade out.
It's so bad. Like whoever made that decision for that to happen, because it's like out of nowhere too. It's not
I
like
almost wonder.
it's
It's
not even.
almost like it's something that the like an editor missed. It almost seems like a mistake, honestly.
Yeah, I could see that
But honestly,
actually.
another thing someone could argue that without Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, we wouldn't have the Marvel
The
Cinematic
fucking
Universe.
yeah, we would. It's true. We wouldn't have fucking all of this great shit we have
It
now.
was
Because
all
you gotta
just
remember that at some point, Marvel was fucking nothing. They were just some shit company that had like comics and
they were
shit. They weren't even
comics.
doing a movie. They literally sold Spider-Man to Sony because fucking they paid them a shit ton of money.
Yeah, actually
They
no,
were
it
just
was
like, "Wait,
because
you
they
want
went
this stupid
bankrupt.
shit?"
They went
Yeah.
bankrupt and they sold
Yeah, Marvel.
their like they sold it to Fox, Sony, and Disney. And that's and
Yeah.
then Disney was like, "Hey, let's start up with this cinematic universe." After Sony made the original Spider-Man trilogy.
Mhm.
Oh man,
Yeah,
you
dude.
got to
And
think
then you got like Iron Man and shit.
how many three-part trilogies do we have? Like three
Now because of
like
fucking Spider-Man.
you can say like we have the original Spider-Man, we have the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, we have the Tom Holland Spider-Man, and then you have like the Lord of the Rings stuff. Like you have the Lord of the Rings, you have the
Mhm.
Hobbit, For the Star Wars, you have the original trilogy, the prequel trilogy, the sequel trilogy, and then I don't know what
Or
the
well,
final is. It just final trilogy?
yes, yeah. Whatever the dog shit one. We don't talk about that one. We don't talk about those movies.
Mm-hmm. They
Especially the
just
second one. Fuck that movie in particular. Whatever that one was called.
episode 8.
Not yes, 8? Yes.
Yeah, pretty sure. Um, so
Yeah.
you want to know one of the things I think is one of the biggest problems with this newest trilogy is they
Oh,
and just movies in general rely too much on special effects,
that's
VFX,
true.
CGI in particular. Um, because you can go back and you can
Well, I mean,
watch
they had to CGI a whole person for one movie. He was fucking dead.
Tarkov. So it's something that I
What?
think Tarkov. Why the fuck did I think Tarkov? What's his fucking name?
Tarkov.
Tarkov, the dinosaur killing dude.
What?
What's
Harak?
the guy's name?
Harak?
Oh yeah, I was thinking Tarok. I said Tarkov, like the game.
Yeah,
What
the
was the
fucking
actual
game.
guy's name?
Huh? I was talking about Princess Leia or whatever.
Wait, no, you're talking about just a scene. There was like in
No, like she was. They used her that entire fucking movie. She's like dead before that shit was even done filming. If
oh,
I
you're
remember
meaning
correctly.
you're meaning like
Yeah.
episode 8.
Yeah. That one. That piece of shit.
I
We're
mean,
bringing that back up.
she wasn't really in that one too much. Just at like the beginning and then the end.
Yeah, look, dude, I forgot about that movie. That movie was
Yeah,
fucking straight Resident
and
fucking.
it's fine with it. It's fine. You can forget it again, hopefully.
Yeah. Dude, you know what's funny is I saw that movie a day early before everyone else.
Yeah.
Like yeah, and my company at the time that I was working for, they were treating us for like winter vacation or like some shit. They were like, "Yeah, we're gonna go on this trip to like Chicago, and like pay for it all, take a bus down there and shit, get to see Star Wars, bunch of free food and shit." I'm like, "All right, bet, fuck it."
Free food? You had me a free
Yeah,
food.
yeah. I got stoned as fuck before leaving. Like
Hell
as me and
yeah,
my
as
boy
you do.
Antonio. Yeah, we were literally we were fucking late. We were just fucking late to the fucking bus, just throwing smoking a blunt real quick. Just speeding and shit
In
as fuck.
Chicago, it's legal.
Well, this is before we even left to Chicago. We were still in fucking
Oh shit. All right.
yeah. But we fucking we fucking do that shit, and like the movie just turned out to be the biggest piece of shit ever. But I got really fucking drunk through it, so.
Hell
Dude,
yeah.
Chia is fucking whining outside of my door. I don't know why. Being, being
I'm surprised
fucking
Flash
annoying
isn't
now.
coming down into my room. Um,
Oh,
every other weekend, so my dog, his name is Flash. Here is picture of Flash. Let me timestamp that so I can get timestamp of Flash 43 minutes. All right. Um. Anyway, every other weekend, my brother, who he normally spends the night with in his room, he goes down to my dad's house for the weekend, and that weekend, Flash sleeps with me. Just cuddle with me all night. It's great.
does he sleep with Casey sometimes?
Sometimes, but only when I can't lay still. Like
Okay.
sometimes I just can't. I just can't. But and then he'll get up and he'll walk up to Casey's room.
Dude,
But like
apparently I move a lot in my sleep.
you
But
do?
other times, yes. Like, so apparently, from what I've heard, for every chick I've ever dated, They've always said I move around in my sleep a lot, and that I also grind the fuck out of my teeth, which would explain why my teeth are so fucked, but also very funny to learn about, to be honest. I kind of hate people watching me sleep, though. I'll be honest.
Yeah, it's just kind of weird.
Right?
Like, I have a problem falling asleep if there's anyone else in the room, honestly.
Yeah, I have a weird thing where if I'm not in my room in particular, I mean, I could be in any. If I'm not in somewhere like I'm familiar with, like I've ever slept before, I will not sleep good that night. I will literally like stay up too late, or just because I'm too like
Mm-hmm.
anxious and
Yep.
shit about sleeping, and like I can't get comfy in the bed or some shit. It's always just some fucked reason.
I
I
honestly,
hate
I've
that
had that
shit.
happen a few times at your place. Like, I just couldn't sleep, so I just
My
left.
house is kind of scary though. Like if you're not used to it, it's dark. Like there is like other people's houses like have some like background light or some shit. Nah, we just turn everything off. It's just like pitch black,
I
and that's how we
mean,
like
we
it.
do as well. Like,
Yeah, it's
the
just
only lights that are on are like ambient like charger lights, and like my mom has this exercise machine where you can like run in place. That has a little screen on it, and that's on, but that's it.
yeah, yeah. No, I will say my house is kind of scary though. It's kind of funny, but also very epic. Yeah, man. You got anything else for us? You got something else
Um,
you want to bring up?
how about we look at the topic list? All right.
Go ahead.
We'll save that one. Actually, no, let's try this one. All right. So, researcher Kyle, the question is addressed for everyone. We each get to tell another Karen story. So, I have a story of this guy who called over the phone, and like I didn't write down this story or anything, and I mean I didn't really tell it because it's not too good of a story, but good enough. Um, this guy calls our store, and so I can preface this. My store is Radio Shack, and we also sell AT&T. We're an authorized reseller, so we can set up new lines and upgrade phones and stuff. And this guy calls, and he's like, "Hey man, I need to reset the password to my voicemail." I'm like, "Okay, hold on. What carrier do you have?" And he's like, "I have AT&T. This is AT&T, right?" I'm like, "We're an AT&T authorized reseller." He's like, "Well, what difference does it make? I need to have my voice, my pat, like my thing changed." I was like, "Okay, I can give you the number, but I can't do that over the phone." He's like,
Mm.
"Oh, what do you mean you can't do it over the phone? The automated machine said go and call an AT&T store and they can change it." I'm like, if you
Yeah,
call
but
a corporate AT&T store or customer service, they can do it over the phone, but as an authorized reseller, we can't do it over the phone. We can do it if you come into the store. He's like, "You think I can come into the store?" I'm like, "Well, I mean,
maybe.
I don't know."
What if?
Like,
Yeah. What? How do I fucking know?
he's, and he's like, he said something along the lines of, "Oh, can I speak to a manager?" I'm like, "Yep, that's me." He's like, "You're a manager." I'm like, "Yep." And he's like, "Oh yeah?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Well, who's above you?" I'm like, "The owner of the store." He's like, "Well, put him on the line." I'm like, "He's not here." He's like, "Where is he?" I'm like, "I don't know. He's not here. He doesn't work on the
He doesn't
weekends."
talk.
He's like, "Oh, you got some mouth on you, huh?" I'm like, "I don't know what you want me to say." He's like, "What's your store number? What's your ID number?" I'm like, "We don't have a store number. I don't have an ID number." He's like, "What the fuck do you mean you have a store number? Everyone has a store number." I'm like, we don't have a store
No.
number. He's like, all right, I'm gonna come down there and see you then. All right. And he's
Oh
like,
yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Then we
like,
can get this
I'm
fixed.
like, okay. He's like,
Then I
or
can
no, no, no,
reset
no,
it.
no. He said, something along. He was like, when I said I don't know where he is. He's out of town. He's like, well, can you put someone else on the line? I'm like, there's no one else here. He's like, no, there's no one else here. And I'm like, no. He's like, oh, so if I come down there, there's no one there. I'm like, no. He's like, put someone else on the line. I'm like, no, I can't.
Who else you
And
want me
he's
to
like,
put?
he's like, all right, I'm gonna fucking come down there. So if I come down there right now, and you're gonna be the only one in there, right? And I'm like, yep, I'll be here. He's like, I was like, do you need the address? And he's like, oh, you got a mouth on you. I'm like,
What do you? I'm asking if you know where I am, man.
and then
Making sure you don't get lost.
and he's like, oh yeah, let me take that down. I'm like, yep.
Yeah.
And I read it off for him. I actually was about to instinctively read it off. And I was like, wait a minute. Nope, can't do that. So I read it off
That'd
to
have been
him.
fucked.
I read it off to
Austin,
him.
I say,
Yeah.
yeah, keep going. I got a funny story after this, but keep going.
Okay. Um so I write it off, but like he keeps asking me like he's writing it down like on a piece of paper or something. So like I get done finished and then he hangs up. And then Luke comes out from the back. I'm like, all right, Luke, here's the plan.
Mm.
If he comes in and he sees you here and he gets all pissed off because you're here and I told him that I was the only one here, you just came in at 1 o'clock. Because it was like 1:30 that we expected him to come in.
Oh yeah, yeah, dude. Uh, but funny story. Something that you reminded me of like reading out shit. And bleeping it later. Do you remember when we recorded the original 420 vid? And it was you and
Yeah.
me in the car, and we just read out, or we just said our social security.
So we have a level of trust here that in in a car ride Zach had a phone that was also recording. Um, we're joking, like making some sort of joke
Yeah, we were
about
just like
like
fucking memeing because we were driving to like the next store or some shit to go pick some
no,
shit up.
we were driving to Ian's parents' house at
Mm,
that point.
that would make
Um,
that would make more
like
sense. Yeah.
we heard like a song or something, and I was like, what? How funny would it be if we just read off our social security numbers? And then we like that part of the song came up, and we like actually like streamed out our social security numbers. And I turned to Zach
Yeah.
and I'm like, "Do you actually say yours?" And he's like, "Yeah,
Yep.
you." I'm like, "Yep."
Oh, it was so fucking funny. Like, luckily, that footage will never be seen by anyone.
Yep.
So,
No
it
Google
was, yeah,
backup, nothing. It's got
yeah.
corrupted.
It's a fuck. But anyway, that's always,
uh,
oh, fuck. Oh. That's always something that I always like think about, and like, that shit's just so funny. Like, we just have that level of trust between each other and shit. It's good. But yeah. Now with my Karen story, I guess. Fuck. Fuck. Do I want to tell another arcade one? That'd be kind of funny. Sure. Uh, so something we experienced a lot of times in the arcade was drunk people. I'm not talking like just like normal, like yeah, I had a couple of drinks or something. I'm talking like fucking just goddamn wasted and shit, and would like leave their kids and shit just like in the arcade to go fuck off and shit. Would like be all like, hey, fucking watch our kids and shit. I'm like, that's not my fucking job, man. I'm like, I'm just here to fucking replace the tickets and help you guys if you fucking hand shit behind a counter. Like anything beyond that, I don't give a fuck. Just don't fuck up my like the games and shit. Pay attention to your kids and stuff. And this one time, he just had one kid that was just fucking, kind of a fucking dick, and like kind of fuck up the machines and shit. Kind of be an asshole and shit. So we had to like get his parents and shit, talk to her. She's just like this fucking drunk ass woman. She's like, it's not your fucking job to like make sure. It just went off on us and shit. And I'm like, I was stoned as fuck at the time, so I'm just like sitting there like, yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I was
Mm.
like, I was literally like thinking about like what I was gonna buy for lunch that day because it was like one of the days I had money. So I was like, I'm gonna get me some nachos. Oh, man. But yeah, uh, this shit just happened a lot, and it was kind of cringe, and I never enjoyed any fucking piece of shit like that. But yeah,
Yeah.
there wasn't much to it, but
Yeah.
kind of funny.
People are dumb. I hate people.
True. That's
I
a
have to write
true
down the Karen
statement.
stories because like there's so many of them that just like I'll have it happen. I'll rant about it on like my Snapchat story or something, and then just forget about it.
Yeah,
Like
it'd be like that
it
though.
doesn't ever bother me. All right,
As
we got a
as it should.
question from Ants. The question is for the boys. Good thing we asked this on an episode
On an
without any
episode with
guests.
Justin and you. Yeah, thank God. Sweet.
Yeah, because no guest can answer this one. All right, and the question is movies you love but everyone else hates. For me, it's Speed Racer 2008 or the Double Dragon movie. Um, I have to think. Hold on. Movies that I love but everyone else hates. Let me check out my Voodoo.
Yeah, man. I kind of got an idea of like
Yeah, what you got?
one. So, I really fuck with I think it's the third Resident Evil movie, the Nemesis one. I love that movie, but I know it's just a fucking big piece of shit that sucked, but I absolutely love it.
Yeah. I actually don't think
Yeah,
I've
it's a good
seen
movie.
it. There's so many movies that I haven't seen.
I feel
Um,
that. I've actually just gotten on to like we can talk about this after, but I've been recently watching a lot of movies that people like talking about and shit. Like I watched
um,
Goodfellas for the first time. Yeah, go on.
Goodfellas.
What's yours?
I don't think I've seen Goodfellas.
It's on
I'm
Netflix.
still
Highly
looking.
recommend it. Great fucking movie. Uh,
Goodfellas.
I watched Taxi Driver. It's a fucking great movie that I've never seen before.
Yeah, a lot of
Fucking
people like
classic
that
Robert
one.
De Niro. Hey, you talking to me?
You must be talking to me. There's no one else here. Oh
Yeah,
yeah. All right, let me find it
classic.
again. The movie that I like that no one else liked. I actually did like the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. Both of them. I mean, the first one
Well,
was
I'm
definitely
just gonna
better than
be
the
honest. You're
second
just
one.
wrong there. Let me just be perfectly. You're just wrong. Let me just stop you right now. I mean, fuck it, man. You had your reasons for liking it, so.
Yeah, it was. I mean, there's definitely points that it's weak, but it like it's definitely a like it has good action.
Yeah, true. Sorry, I'm calling my dog. Big lazy girl. Oh, big baby.
What? What? Ants? All right, Ants. If you listen to
What?
this, you gotta come in and fix this because I don't know what you want. Um, he said his name is Ants. Um, the who is it for? If for a specific person, he left blank, meaning it's for anyone. Um, and under the space that says what topic slash question do you have? Fallout the Frontier. Is that I think that's a topic he wants us to talk about.
Fallout Frontier?
Yeah, do you know about it?
What is that? I don't even know. Fuck
It's
no.
a
I like.
Fallout mod for New
Yeah.
Vegas. Um,
Oh shit. That's cool as fuck.
here, hold on. Okay, hold on. I'm reading up on it right now. The
Yeah, dude,
gigantic
I love
DLC
New Vegas.
slash new game. Um, as the
Oh
courier, you
shit.
start a new adventure centered around a conflict between the NCR and the Legion in the snow blasted remains of Portland, Oregon. Featuring
Okay,
three major
shit.
quest lines, 60 plus side quests, hundreds of new armors, weapons, and items, and tens of thousands of lines of new voice dialogue. So it's a
Fuck yeah. I'm gonna have to
big
give that.
ass mod for New Vegas.
Fuck dude, I'm gonna have to download that bitch. I love New Vegas. Maybe I'll play that on stream at some point. That'd be cool as fuck.
I actually have never played New Vegas, believe it or not.
New Vegas is really good. So a great
Wait, I
Fallout
didn't
game.
write that down on
Before
the
the
topic
series
list
went
before I
downhill.
deleted it. Was it New Frontier
Dude,
or The
you know
Frontier?
what? The Frontier, I think. Dude, so you know what my parents discovered recently? So they pay for HBO Max. So you know what that means? I get to see Kong versus Godzilla at my house. We could fucking have a little watch
Oh,
party, bro.
fuck.
Or go to the
Yeah,
theaters
dude.
as well.
We sh- yeah, because we
I'm
don't
down
have to
for
go to
either
the
one.
theater then. We don't have to go to the
Yeah,
theater. We can just do it on your
we can just get
couch.
high as
Just
fuck
yeah,
and just
just
get
smoke
plays
it
and
up.
shit. Just watch
Yo,
Kong. We have the
yo.
sound bar down there too. It'll be cool as
Oh
fuck.
fuck yeah, yo. And I can bring my popcorn maker and the popcorn
True,
seed
dude. True.
because I have a really nice
Nice,
popcorn
dude.
maker. Like, so
Why?
it why for
Yeah.
it's for the
Why do
meme
you ask that?
for the meme. So I I took um I took film study because it was a class in between like the main semesters. So like for college you have the fall semester and then you have the winter semester that you can take classes if you want but you don't have to. And then you have
Yeah.
the spring semester and then the summer semester that you can take classes if you want to but you don't have to. Um,
Hmm.
and in the summer I took a film study class and it was fun. It was on the Coen brothers and their movies, great movies. Um, and then I took another one from the same professor during the winter, and he joked on day one. He's like, "You could bring in a bag of popcorn," and I was like, or someone was like, "What about if someone made a fresh bag of popcorn for class every single day?" And he's like, "That would be hilarious." I would applaud that person. So I went to Walmart and I bought this $20 popcorn maker that it's like a big it has a hot plate on the bottom that has a motor that spins a wire. Um, you put some vegetable oil in, popcorn seed, and then you put this plastic dome over top, and on the top there's like this black cap. You take the cap off, you slice up some butter, you put it on the top there, and then you put the or no, you leave the cap on, you let it cook. It pops all the popcorn and the steam from the popcorn melts the butter and it goes and melts onto the popcorn and then when it's all done, you just put the cap back on, you flip it over, and the popcorn's ready in a bowl for you. Add some salt, and you're good to go.
That's like
So I
way
did
too
that
much
for
work.
every single day of the class.
Jesus Christ. Dude, everybody in that class is like, look at this fucking nerd bringing
I
this
shared it.
fucking.
I
I
shared
just
it.
imagine you. I just imagine you fucking walking from your car with this fucking big ass fucking box
I brought the
every
popcorn maker
fucking
and
day.
the butter and the salt, And then my friend Colin, he was on one of the earlier episodes of the podcast, one of our guests. He brought the popcorn seed, but I like after the class I was like, so I have this big ass popcorn thing, Mom. Anyone can use it if they want. She's like, oh yeah, we have this big ass, and she pulls out a like, like the Walmart big ass square ice cream tubs, one of
Yeah.
those like full of popcorn seed.
What the fuck? Why? Austin, your mom concerns me with how much she like just buys random shit. That's
She
funny
just
though.
buys a whole bunch of just one item. She
Did
stockpiles.
she fucking supply she's the reason fucking local store is in business because of us. She buys so much fucking furniture
She
and
goes
shit.
to she goes to the local grocery stores and just buys all of it.
Yeah, okay,
She goes
buddy.
Mr. Beast style, buys everything in the store.
Now that would be wild. Austin's house is just filled with shit. Did you get your new
No,
fridge yet?
no, not yet,
Damn.
but I think in a few weeks it's coming in.
Damn, I
Um,
was hoping I would have been there
and
before the 24-hour stream. That would have been convenient, huh?
this week we're moving the fridges. We're swapping the fridge
Mm-hmm.
that's downstairs with the fridge that's upstairs so that it's easier to take the fridge that's upstairs out the door when the new fridge comes in.
Okay.
So
Heck yeah.
it's soon.
Heck yeah, man. Nice, dude.
Also, something else, um, something for you guys for the another little video heads up. I have a little costume for the video now.
Look, all I can say is the costume looks great. I like it.
It's dope as hell. The only problem is
Dope.
I need to figure out a way to have the an easier way to hit the switch to turn it on and
Yeah.
off.
Dude, I can't wait for that video. It's gonna be so
It's
much
gonna be
fun.
so good. I have to make sure that I don't catch myself on fire on the campfire if we actually do a campfire.
I don't think we'll do a campfire for that one. Why would we do one for that one?
That's the one that the for the podcast video.
Wait, I'm talking about the costume that came in.
Yeah,
Why are we using that in the podcast video?
that's what I'm gonna
That
be
doesn't make
in.
any fucking sense. What?
Cause I'm egg
I'm talking
platinum.
about the special fucking day. Our Lord and Savior's Day.
Oh yeah, I'm using it
Not
for that too.
yeah, that.
So, um, something we're gonna have to figure out for that is what to do with the armholes.
Yeah.
Do I have to like tape it up or something?
We tape Austin in there. He can't actually escape. He just has to get high as shit.
I won't
Yeah,
put it on for
that'd
that
be
because I
funny.
don't have enough room like behind my desk with the screen up. Like I can only go back
Yeah.
so far, and it's large, so so
Austin, what
I
are you
would need
talking
more
about?
space.
I don't see. I see that you're in the beaches of Hawaii.
Wait, I
Wow,
gotta
very
timestamp
cool.
it now. Hour and 8.
Oh, and wait, now you're in space. Ooh, wow. Oh, wait, what's that? It's some dinosaurs with laser guns. Run!
That one's gonna be hard to find a stock image for. Either that or they get to see my beautiful drawing.
I like that one more. That's kind
I
of funny.
draw
Anyway, fuck.
it. I make it in
You know what?
Photoshop.
That's a good place to end this.
uh,
In the void.
yes, in the
Austin's being
void.
sucked into the void.
I'm not getting sucked in, I just live in the void. I'm not doing that much
Oh, we're
editing.
talking about the void.
I can't turn off all the lights from here. It's so much work.
I know, don't.
Like,
Yeah,
I don't have
don't.
everything hooked up to my Google. I have to
Yeah, I
manually
know.
switch it all off. Look at all this
Austin,
lighting.
you don't have
Look at it all. There's so much
Jesus
of it.
Christ,
It's all
bro.
over the
God.
place. Oh my. Oh, what do I? Oh, there's still another one. Hey Google, turn off the lights. All right, look at the void, Zach. The
Oh,
void.
holy. This is what we
All
live in.
right.
This is like, yeah. Anyway, hopefully
uh,
next week we'll have Tanner, Luke on. It'll be
hopefully,
fucking
Luke.
good. And maybe a guest. I don't have anything
Maybe.
planned,
I
but
don't
maybe
know.
we'll find.
We get ants and we order ants a webcam
I
so
have
we can have.
actually. I want someone from. I have someone from work that wants to come onto the podcast.
Oh, is it the person I know from high school?
No,
Okay.
he's this way funnier dude from Indiana. He's my manager's like brother or some shit. He's very funny, and I think it would be good to have him. I think it would be a good episode to have him on the podcast because he like just talks about like just random shit like we do, and he's also done a bunch of drugs like we have. So it'll
Oh,
be a good
hell
time.
yeah. It's right in. All right. Hit
Oh
the
yeah.
like button. Go to episode 12. Hit the like button. We need to get that up so we can actually, you know, we can show our friends and say, "Hey, look at this. We actually have people that want to see this, so let's make it." Um, Deuces.
Bitches.